How many of you know someone struggling to make ends meet? Minimum wage is affecting the lives of low-income families, and we can help with our support. Raising minimum wage is important because we need to help low-income families survive. Furthermore, I used the resources from the Richland College Library to research more about this topic and show my support. First, I will tell you about America's ongoing situation. Second, I will describe how we can give poor families a chance. And lastly, I will explain why we should want to raise minimum wage. Let me start by explaining America's current situation. Hardworking parents go to work every day and are still struggling to provide necessities for their families. Minimum wage is reaching an unlivable standard. A family living in poverty lives paycheck to paycheck, says Lou Prince in the article, The American Dream Needs a Fair Minimum Wage, released 2014, provided by the online SIRS government reporter. As a result, low-income families must use government assistance for support. 2009. That was the last time minimum wage was raised in the United States, according to Barbara Mantell at CQ Researcher Online from January 2014 in the article titled Minimum Wage. Imagine you have a family of 3, or you're just a young adult trying to provide for yourself. You have to pay bills, insurance, rent, or even college tuition. How are these individuals expected to live with all the expenses that come with living off of a mere $7.25? We all know someone struggling to make ends meet and wish we could make it better for them, or even wish this upon ourselves. People go to college so that they can live a secure lifestyle and have a career that they love. But how is this supposed to happen when they can't even afford rent? Now that you're familiar with our current situation, let's talk about how we can make this better. Increasing the minimum wage will lead to small employment loss and enhanced earning for low-wage workers. The President and congressional Democrats seek to raise the minimum wage in three annual increments. By doing so, the wage floor will be brought back to that of the 1960s, immediately affecting 13% of the labor force. While this would be a small growth strategy, the greater effects would be helping these low-income families survive. Not only will this help low-income families, this will boost the economy greatly. 70% of America is comprised of consumer spending, or the purchasing of goods by families and individuals. A low-income individual is more likely to spend their extra dollar, while a rich person doesn't have to wait for the extra dollar. Increasing the pay of low-income workers will cause a boost in the macroeconomic growth. Now that I've shared the solution to this problem, we can discuss what you can do. Show your support for raising minimum wage. Speak out for your friends and family. Specifically, you can go to the website www.raiseminimumwage.com and share your story. Your story can make just the difference. By taking action, not only could you help support families, but you are creating life-changing experiences. If that's not enough, think about the economy and the one step closer to its growth. Young adults trying to make a life for themselves while trying to get an education will also be one step closer. Around 30% of workers earning minimum wage are also in college, according to Peter Cattell in the CQ Researcher Online in December 2005 in the article titled Minimum Wage. This shows that 30% of people are trying to make a difference in their life. To do something about their life, why don't we lend a hand? After hearing what raising minimum wage can do for the United States, I will preview what I've discussed. First, I told you the problem at hand. Second, I told you how we could fix this problem. And lastly, I told you how we can give these low-income families a chance. Support the raise for minimum wage. Think about the lives you will be affecting. You never know. That young adult we gave a chance could one day become a doctor and save plenty more lives.